Well, welcome you guys in, everyone, to the next set. What do we have over here? We're gonna have Vortix playing as Ruse, and then we're gonna have Vodka playing as Ruse as well. It's going to be Dry Arabia. And what do we have for the players? Well, both players are gonna be taking advantage of the bounty system, by which they're gonna be getting extra gold by taking hunt or not only huntables, but also even animals of prey, right? So they're both gonna try to get as many deer as possible. They're both gonna try to collect the wolves. They are both gonna be fighting over the animals, because the bounty is going to not only give you gold, but also allow you to go up in bounty tier, which is going to make your economy work faster, because every food income source is going to be faster depending on the tier you get. That was probably a very poor explanation, but you can see it over here. If you do end up getting 100 gold from animals, which he's basically guaranteed right now, because if he does end up taking the wolf over here, that's going to be 25, right? Where is it? He's collecting the deer over here, so there we go. He's gone past 100, right? So he's already unlocked tier 1, which is going to make villagers harvest food 10%, 5% faster from all food sources. And then on top of that, the hunting cabin is going to be producing gold faster as well. So this is already pretty good. Vodka, on the other hand, we take a look at his point of view. He's on 100 bounty. He is trying to collect this one over here, but actually, has he been able to do it? I think he should, right? I think he should be able to collect all of these. Wow! No way! Vortix actually got lucky over there and got the wolf kill himself. So Vodka struggles to keep up with bounty over here. He's gone up to 170, which is not bad at all, but Vortix is already a little bit higher at 235. Golden Gate's coming up right now, already for Vortix. Vodka, on the other hand, is already going for the same as well. Golden Gate over here is going to act as market, and it's going to also give you favorable traits or favorable, trade rates. At a set frequency. I think it's 1 charge per minute. Good job from Vortix. And by the way, this is not the round of 64 anymore. This is the round of 32, so let's probably update this. There we go. Who's gonna be the first one to get up? Looks like it's going to be Vortix by a very small margin. So what do we get? He goes up, and we have not much of anything coming up. Should be going for professional scouts though. There we go. He's got it on the way. He just didn't have the resources, but now he does. So he does have professional scouts on the way and villagers for the most part. Meanwhile, Vortix on the other hand, Vodka on the other hand is going to be going for the same as well. Professional scouts and villagers himself too. Well played! 4 minutes and a half into the game, he's been able to keep up with Vortix for the most part. So that's of course no small feat, even for Vodka. I imagine the longer the game goes, the more of a chance to get a lead Mr. Vortix is going to get. Who's getting proficient scouts faster, by the way? 30, 9, 28, 7, 26. It's about the same time for both, so going up a little bit faster did not really help Vortix too much. Actually, I think I just made a mistake. This is Vodka's. This is Vortix, sorry. And Vodka, 4, 3. Yeah, Vodka's a little bit behind, but just barely. Anyway, it's still going to be about the same for both. And he's got it! Vortix is going for the deer right away, and Vodka is gonna be able to collect the 3 remaining deer over here that Vortix did not really have the units to carry. But given the fact that these are Vodka's deer on paper, this is really good news for Vortix because it's going to bring 4 deer back, and then he's gonna be able to collect these ones over here. Hopefully it's gonna be able to collect all 7, and then he's got this deer patch as well on the back, which is super safe. Should be able to collect these as well. Meanwhile, Vodka should be trying to go for the right hand side deer patch right now, and then he should try to steal deer later, because if he just tries to go for the deer here instead, is very unlikely to be able to collect it, right? Like Vortix got 5 scouts over here, he's got the 6th scout coming around. For whatever reason he did not drop the deer. But yeah, right, like he's got 5, there's going to be only 2 at most that Vodka will be able to collect himself. He's bringing 3 over here, which means that he's wasting potential for 1 deer collection. So there is one, and where is the other one? There should be 1 deer left. Nope! As a matter of fact, Vortix has already been collecting it. So in the end, Vodka ends up getting only 1 deer over here, plus the 3 deer that he got from here earlier means that he's gonna be up to 4 deer only. Meanwhile, on the other hand, we're gonna have 6 for Vortix plus the 4 that he collected from down south. That's going to be a grand total of 10 right now. And he's gonna be collecting 5 more over here, so that's going to be 15. Meanwhile, Vodka is collecting 2, which is going to put him up to 6 only. So it's going to be very important for Vodka to try and go for the deer heist. If he can steal the deer, that's going to be much better for him. Good job. Wow, no way! Vortix is stealing Vodka's units again! Or Vodka's deer. So, how many is that going to leave him on? I think like 19 already? Meanwhile, we have like, what, 6? For Vodka, this is just ridiculous. Damn. Wow. Abby Trinity coming up. It's going to be for the Castle Age for him. It's going to be the same for both players. They are both going up at about the same time as well. So yeah, this is pretty good for Warrior Monk production, which can be a fantastic meat shield as well. So yeah, because this is also going to be producing them at half the cost, it's going to be a lot more viable. But yeah, once again, take a look at that. How many do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He's got 7 deer carcasses. Meanwhile, Vortix on the other hand, you can't even count it because they are overlapping, right? But it's got like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. And those are only the ones that I can see, honestly. I wouldn't be surprised if he had a few overlapping over there. And more, and he would have maybe closer to like 17 or 19. Of course, he's probably depleted already a little bit of the meat, but anyway, he's got so much to work with. It's absolutely ridiculous. Seems like he's gonna try to collect relics. Yeah, Vortix is going for it. Where's the Warrior Monk? He's producing it. Yeah. Okay. Good stuff. We have Horse Archers coming out as well. Take a look at Vodka on the other hand. He's got the Warrior Monks coming in as well. He's got Horse Archers coming up too. At this point in time, Vodka is on 5 Horse Archers. Meanwhile, Vortix is on 6. So he does have a small lead. And I don't think anyone's really going to go for any upgrades. Although Vodka is going to be the first one to get the Blacksmith up though. Take a look at Vortix. And Vortix does not have a Blacksmith. I'm trying to hit the Blacksmith hotkey over here and it's just not coming up, so he doesn't even have one on the way. This is really good for Vodka overall. If he does end up getting upgrades over here and can keep up with a comparable amount of Horse Archers, he should be able to dominate. However, numbers can still be a lot more important. than upgrades, especially with good micro, as we already saw Lucifron do before, right? Sorry, Lucifron was it? Yeah, I think it was Lucifron. Lucifron versus Donarty. Yeah, Lucifron versus Donarty in the first game of the second semifinal for Winter Series 2. Which is now up on my channel, by the way, if you have not seen it. So anyway. Let's see. Okay, by the way, I got an answer, and it seems like the Muslim did not want to play this late in the day, so he forfeited. That seems kind of awkward, though. If you're being invited or you're signing up for the tournament, you already know the starting time, the date and the starting time. Well, anyway. Here comes Vortix. He's got so far 21 horse archers and 3 warrior monks. Meanwhile, Vodka on the other hand has 17 horse archers and 1 warrior monk only. Sacred Site's being controlled over here by Vortix, alright. It's tough. It's got second Sacred Site control coming up. You know, this is very, very similar to what we saw during the past Winter Series as well, in which players are gonna try to just play defensive over here and keep Sacred Site control and go for Sacred Site victory. It's gonna take some time, but here comes Vortix. Meanwhile, Vodka on the other hand, he should be able to deny this one. There is only 1 warrior monk, right? So here come the horse archers, and yeah, it's not possible for Vortix to do anything over here. He does realize about it though, but he does end up going down right away. You can see warrior monks over here are not going to be the strongest at this point just yet. And by the way, Vodka is going for the upgrades right away, so he's got already +2 attack, about to finish researching, and he's got it, right? Which is beautiful. Meanwhile, if we take a look at Vortix on the other hand, Vortix got the blacksmith up right now, and he's got 1 attack coming up after he finishes researching Boya's fortitude. Do we have that already for Vodka? Vodka has not gone for it just yet. So I think I'm liking Vortix's order of things over here a little bit better, because having extra HP on these units is going to be compensating for the lack of attack upgrades. So there we go, Horse Archers 105 versus 85 HP over here. Vodka, I don't know if you realize about it, but he does not want to take the engagement over here, and Vortix is looking really strong, so Vodka's going to get cleaned up! Yes, he will! Even with 2 extra attack, these units are just not going to be quite as strong, and he calls it GG! He tried to contest the center Sacred Site. He realizes he won't be able to take the engagement over here because of the order of the upgrades he went for. So that would have allowed Vortix to hold on to the Sacred Sites and ends up collecting the game over here by Sacred Site victory. Anyway, so he decides to cut it short and call the GG right away. So that's going to be 1-0 in favor of Vortix. And this is one of those things that's going to show you why one player is going to be stronger than the other, right? Just decision making over there, and the timing for Boyar's fortitude was so good for Vortix over there compared to Vodka. It was incredible. And I think that might have been a conscious decision, by the way. I think Vortix might have realized that Vodka was going for blacksmith upgrades, so he decided to go for extra HP instead. And it did end up working really, really well for him. There's also the fact that he went for the upgrade significantly later, while Vodka was already going for both extra attacks since earlier. So the resources that Vortix did not invest into the actual upgrades, he invested into military count. So this is what I was talking about earlier as well. It's a matter of numbers, right? So, yeah. Managed to get a good amount of units over here, plus the extra attack. He did end up coming out on top. Village count, you know, fairly similar for the most part. In the end, Vortix was able to keep the TC working 100% of the time, basically. Meanwhile, Vodka, on the other hand, not quite as much, but Overall well played. I don't know. I think this kind of performance shows us Vodka is a much stronger player. And I do not, Vortix is a much stronger player, and as well as Vodka played in the previous set. I don't know if he's gonna be able to collect game number 2. We'll see what we get, but let's go back. And game number 2 is here. So welcome you guys, welcome everyone. We have yet another mirror matchup. This is going to be Hill and Dale. We have the Holy Roman Empire for both players. Of course, that's going to mean the same bonuses for both. They're both going to be trying to play for relics over here, of course. They both get access to the prelate, which is going to be inspiring villagers, of course. And anyway, beautiful. I love the animation, man. It's like, rise and work, my son. Rise and work. Well, besides that, we also get for the Holy Roman Empire early men at arms. We are going to have, you know, extra stats on keeps, outposts, you know, towers when you garrison relics inside them. Although that's not really being used in any of the Holy Roman Empire games that I have seen so far. Also a bonus for docks, right? And for navy units, if you garrison the relics inside docks, you're going to be able to attack faster with navy. But that's not going to be relevant over here, of course. It's going to be a full land map. So yeah, besides that, for the Holy Roman Empire, it's going to be all about relic control, map presence. And I wouldn't be surprised to see players even trying to wall the relics in the same way that we saw in the previous set. Just to try and control the relics, and this could potentially evolve into something completely different, right? But yeah, chances I think are pretty high that both players are just going to go for the same strat. Once again though, I'm pretty curious. If anybody wants to go instead of for Regnitz Cathedral in the Castle Age, what if we were to get Musgrave, or sorry, Musgrave, Burgrave Palace in full infantry production instead? Like if you went for walls around the relics, right? So let's say you go for the walls over here, you control the relic over here, and then you go for the same over here, control this relic, right? Try to control this one. That's already going to leave Vortix, or sorry, Vodka only on 2 relics, right? Or it could be the other way around as well, if Vodka tried to control this one instead. And this one instead. Could potentially take advantage of it, but we'll see. For the time being, it's just going to be the same for both. We have the Action Chapel coming up over here. Now this definitely does make sense. If you compare this to the main work palace, which is basically just going to be a blacksmith on steroids, Action Chapel is just going to be so much better. Your economy is going to be so much stronger. So as you can see, he's just trying to place it so that he inspires as many units as humanly possible. So we take a look at Vodka's range over here, and he's not really going to be securing quite as much. Like he's not really going to be inspiring quite as much. I think what I would have liked for him to do would be, yeah, to try and collect the sheep from the right hand side, so he would have been able to go for this a little bit more towards the northeast, right? So he would also inspire these units for longer as well. If we take a look at Vortix's Action Chapel on the other hand, let's take a look at the range he's got over here. He's gonna be securing, or he's gonna be inspiring the lumberjacks for quite a while, but he's also inspiring these villagers. This is much more like it, and I'm liking this quite a bit. He inspires the gold miners, he inspires the shepherds over here. He's going to inspire also the lumberjacks. That is beautiful. It's looking certainly a little bit better than Vodka. And this is not what Vodka needs. Vodka needs a good game right now. Instead, he's going to start collecting berries, which is not going to be quite as good. Well, I mean, it's fine. It's just a shame that he's unable to really inspire these food workers, right? Instead, he's bringing a prelate over here, only so that he can inspire this. And he, wow, what is going on? Vodka is inspiring manually on the left-hand side. Right. I think that, yeah, I think it might have been one of the villagers getting bugged out, and he had to do it by hand, and now he's going to finally garrison the prelate over here for whatever reason. Well, anyway, we take a look. That's gotta be annoying for Vodka. Meanwhile, Vortix on the other hand is going to be inspiring 100% of units within reach of the Agile Chapel, and that already puts us in a pretty good spot. That already puts Vortix in a pretty good spot. Take a look at current resources, and he's been able to collect so much more food, so much faster. He's been able to collect so much more gold. For wood, it's going to be very comparable for both players. Yeah. Nice. You should see Vortix going up to the castle age significantly faster. This is going to be so rough for Vortix. I feel like he's gotta start sending villagers out, and he's gotta try and deny the relics, man. Especially because of all 5 relics, we have 2 that are super close to Vortix on the left hand side, right? So we have this one and this one, of course. And then we have this one up north, which is gonna be contested, but it's going to be just the same distance from each player, I'm pretty sure. We take a look at this, and it's probably about the same from here to here. We compare the red player on the other hand. Well, let's see. Yeah, it's significantly far. It's a little bit farther away for Vodka. I'm not gonna lie. What? Okay. What? Okay, sorry about that. There we go. It shouldn't be an issue anymore. It's not your PC. It's mine. It's mine. There you are. Perfect. Vortix is going to be collecting this one up north, which once again is the farthest one. And he's got into the castle age, right? So he's got the Regnitz Cathedral. So that is one prelate over there. He's sending another one down south. It's gonna be collecting this one for sure. Basically, Vortix got all 3 relics guaranteed at this point. Vodka, on the other hand, is only now going for the Regnitz Cathedral, and he's on the back foot. This is not looking close at all, guys. With Vortix collecting all 3 relics, it's gonna be going up to the Imperial Age so fast. It's going to... This is going to be a breakneck speed for him for sure. It's just unbelievable. Yeah, he's collecting it. He's collecting both down south over here, so that's already going to be 3 relics. So Vodka gets to the castle age. He's gonna start thinking about going for the relics, right? So he's got the first relic coming up over here. And does he even know where the other relic is? He should know, yeah. He's explored this area already, so he's sent some scouts out. How many prelates does he have? He's got only 1 prelate. Oh man, this is so late. This is so late for Vodka. It's not even close. He's got some knights coming out. Try and secure the relics, I imagine, but yeah, it's already too late. Vortix is already on 3 relics. You take a look at the gold income over here, and it's absolutely stupid. He's got 900 gold minutes coming up. 900 gold per minute coming up right now. It's actually not accurate. Let's see. There we go. Knight's coming out for Vortix right now as well. Yeah, and he's gonna be on his way to the Imperial Age very, very soon. He's controlling sacred sites right now as well. And Vodka's just been struggling so much. Vortix has had, to be completely fair, he has had a little bit of a favorable map generation for the relics, not gonna lie. Can we see the seed over here? Yeah, we can see the seed. And it certainly changed the game. Right, prelate over here is getting taken down. Is it? Wow! Very, very good unit control over here for Vortix. He does end up losing the prelate though. But it probably does not really matter too much. Vodka was not able to collect this one, so it's gonna be, well, basically stuck to one relic in the Regnit's Palace. Meanwhile, Vortix already has all three, and bringing the fourth back was going to be just so that he could even increase his gold income, but honestly, it doesn't really matter right now. You take a look at the resources from Vortix, and he could very well just click up to the Imperial Age right now. He would have to use the market. Does he have a market? He doesn't have a market. He would have to use the market to balance his economy, but he should definitely be on his way up. Is he going for it? At all. He's not going for it. It seems like he's just gonna try to go for full knight production. Interesting. Yeah. He's got triple stable knight production. Meanwhile, we'll take a look at Vodka on the other hand. And Vodka's got quadruple stable knight production himself. Nice knife over there from Vortix. There you go. Good job. Isn't this the Holy Roman Empire flag? Yeah, it is. Why do I see horses? Well, because both are otherwise going to be going for infantry, and I imagine horses, given the resources Vortix has, makes sense. It's going to be a power play kind of thing. Vodka's trying to go for it though, but I just don't think it's going to be able to keep up. You take a look at Vortix's economy and it's looking so much stronger. Why? Because of the 3 relics inside the Regnit's Cathedral. So yeah, Vodka's just trying to raid around, but it's very unlikely he'll be able to achieve much of anything. Very soon Vortix gonna have enough resources to go up to the Imperial Age, by the way. While Vodka on the other hand, not quite as much. If we take a look at number count right now, or military count, we have for Vodka 23 knights. Vortix got 13 only, but he's been able to defend really well for the most part. Yeah, and it seems like he's giving up and saving the resources to go up. Instead, he's just gonna try to go for more knights. I mean, yeah, if he does take advantage of the extra resources he's got, he definitely should be able to come out on top. But this is not an engagement he wants to take. What is Vortix doing? Vodka is significantly outnumbering him. This is a very good micro, though, for Vortix, mind you. Vodka probably ends up taking a few too many losses over here, more than he needed to, but that was not bad for Vortix still. He's gonna try to keep up over here. If he can hold on, then he's going to be in a pretty good spot. Once again, Vortix. Now he's got the market. There we go. If he had gotten the market earlier, he would have been able to go out to the Imperial Age already. As a matter of fact, remember that the Palace of Swabia is also coming in at 20% cheaper compared to other Imperial Age landmarks, so gotta be careful. Asha's Chapel under fire over there, which means Vortix's economy is not going to be quite as strong anymore. He's got 43 villagers. Meanwhile, Vodka on the other hand has got 41 villagers. Yeah, and the Acting Chapel is providing some inspiration still. Yeah, especially to the food workers as he starts going for farms, right? So this is actually going to allow Vodka to catch up in economy once again. Meanwhile, Vortix on the other hand, without the Acting Chapel over there to inspire his workers, is not going to have quite as strong of an economy over here. It's going to be relying only on the relics. Now, mind you, that is still worth about 20 extra villagers at this point in time. So I'm not really sure exactly how much the Acting Chapel is going to make of a difference, but let's see. Upgrades are going to be a little bit better for Vortix. It's got 1 extra attack. Defenses are the same. Yeah, HP is the same. Everything's the same. Numbers though on the other hand. 36 for Vodka. 20 only for Vortix. Let's see if his micro is going to allow him to get a better trade over here though. He's trying to. And actually, Vodka's trying to go for the surround over here. He might end up getting cleaned up. All the time, the Vodka's units were roaming around the stone over there to try and get the surround going. Vortix was able to get a better trade in the end, and now he's got 9 knights left. Meanwhile, Vodka on the other hand has got 16 steel. He's still going to end up cleaning Vortix's units out, but I don't know if he's going to be able to do too much damage though. Well, it seems like he will. Wow! Unbelievable, but Vodka does end up taking game number 2. Incredible stuff. Wow! He does end up making the knight play work over here. I really thought the Vortix was going to be able to hold on, and he was going to be the one taking the game because of the Regnis Palace, or the Regnis Cathedral, sorry, producing so many resources for him, but in the end, Vodka does end up equalizing the series. I did not see this one coming at all. Higher villager count for Vortix in the end did not matter. And even with the 3 extra relics over there, it did not matter. Vodka ended up taking a better trade over here in the end. Good stuff. Good stuff. Well played. Let's go back and wait for game number 3 then to see who's going to move on to the round of 32. Can you imagine Vodka goes on to knock Vortix out in the round of 64, or in the round of 32, sorry, to see who's going to be moving on to the round of 16? That'd be absolutely incredible. And here we go, guys. Welcome everyone then to the final game of the series between Vodka and Vortix. Both players are going to be playing French, and we have Boulder Bay. Now, gotta be honest, this is actually not going to be favoring Vortix too much. Take a look at the center lake and see how much deep fish there is available for each player. You know what? This is actually probably not quite as one-sided as it might seem at the very beginning. So yeah, we do have some deep fish closer to the center over here as opposed to closer to Vortix's shoreline, right? But he still does have this one. And he still has these ones a little bit closer to Vodka. But yeah, Vodka's deep fish over here is going to be so much better because he's got more options to collect from. He's not going to be anchored to a single deep fish. And yeah, he's got deep fish all along his shoreline, right? So yeah, never mind. This is much better for Vodka, yes. There we go. Very, very good pressure over here from Vortix. Already trying to take Vodka's dock down. Meanwhile, Vortix got his own dock over here. He's got the villager over there. We'll see if Vodka will try to take it down. Usually it's very common to see the scouts coming forward like this, just to try and take the villagers down. Eventually you can try and take the dock down as well, of course. But yeah, I hope you guys are enjoying so far coverage of Winter Series 3. We're gonna be covering today all the way up to the round of 8, and then tomorrow we're gonna be covering both semifinals and the grand finals the same way that we have done for Winter Series 1 and 2. So yeah. There we go. Vortix is going to get pushed away from here. He has already chunked about half HP off this stock though, so it's not too bad. Let's take a look at villager count for both players. We have 12 and 2 efficiencies over here, so 14 for Vortix. Vodka's got 15 himself. It's been a little bit later. Get into the extra scouts. So this guy might be a little bit stronger. He's had more villagers for a little bit longer. Alright. Yeah, very good pressure over here from Vortix. He's paying attention at all times. Now Vodka's bringing the 4th scout and Vortix realizes, so he bails. He's not taking any damage yet on these units whatsoever. Good job! Vortix is bailing from here, fairly unscratched. Meanwhile, Vodka's dock has already taken a little bit of heat over here. Let's see. Let's keep track of the units. That's one hit. The 4th scout's coming here from Vortix. And Vodka, notice how he immediately turns away. He could try and take the engagement, right? But I think he's probably kind of fearful. Vortix is micro. He's got the 5th scout over here, but he does end up taking 1 loss already. That's going to be 1 for 1. Yeah, and Vodka does end up pushing Vortix away. Well played. Well played. Nice. PLH is on the way right now for Vodka. It's not gonna be on the way for Vortix for the time being. So what is the plan over here? Is Vortix gonna try to go for a fast castle attempt? No. He's going up already to the PLH himself. Okay. There you are. Good job. Nice. Yeah. Who's going to end up taking this one? Second dog's already up for Vodka. Getting up to the village faster means he's going to be the first one with access to Hulks. And yeah, once again, I am very curious if Vodka will actually be able to knock Vortix out in the round of 32. That'll be quite something. So he gets to the village already. And what do we see? We see Hulks coming out right away. Is he going to go for additional sales? Yeah, he's going for additional sales right away. Which is very important, and especially because Vortix was taking a little longer to get to the fuel age, Vodka is going to be able to get the upgrade up without really sacrificing the numbers, because Vortix, by the time he gets to the fuel age, there we go. Vodka, wait, okay, there we go. Yeah, Vodka is already going to be only 20 seconds away from getting additional sales. Meanwhile, Vortix is going for full hull production. We have 2 dogs over here. We have 2 dogs over here as well for Vortix. So it's going to be the same for both players. And we'll still have the small scout skirmish over here. Going in favor of Vodka, mind you. Well played. Now he's got additional sales. He's going for the Hulk. Meanwhile, Vortix, on the other hand, is going for 2 Hulks, and he's got already additional sales queued up. So where's the second Hulk? From Vodka. He's got 2 more coming out, so that's gonna be 3. Meanwhile, we have only 1 over here for Vortix, but he's going to have the second one coming out to the moment. He's housed! What? Oh god, Vodka got housed! No way! Now he's got more space, but that's already going to hurt his production a little bit. So Vodka's got the 2 hogs over here. He's got the 3rd one coming out. Vodka will be kind of house himself very soon if he does not pay attention, but he was paying attention, and he does have houses coming up. Good job. You know what? Vodka's not looking that bad. Looks like he's going to end up losing a few finishes over here if he's not careful, though. There's a hog coming out. He's got to bring the 2 hogs back. He's going after the fishing ships from Vortix, though. And it seems like this is going to be a fishing ship trade for the players. Well played. Yeah. He's going back right now to try and take the engagement. He's already been taking a little bit of damage over here. We have the 3rd hog coming in here for Vortix. It's very, very similar for both players in terms of upgrades. Good job. Looking a little bit better for Vortix though. Vodka's going to end up losing 1 hog over here by the looks of it. Not quite. Well played. Yeah, he's going back. Nice. He's trying to reset the HP of the units. It's got more hogs on the way. 2 dogs still only. We have 2 dogs over here. 3 hogs. We have 2 hogs over here. 3 hogs right now. He's going for the 4th one. Meanwhile, Vortix on the other hand, he's got the 4th one on the way as well. So it seems like it's going to be very, very close once again for both players. So taking a look at population. Overall, we are going to see Vodka on 31 eco units. Vortix is on 32 villagers. And for fishing ships, does he have a 2nd TC? He doesn't. It's just being more efficient or more consistent villager production, which is pretty good. And Vodka's been struggling to keep up. Very soon that's going to start eating into his resource generation. So unless he can take a beautiful trade over here on water, Vortix is looking already a lot stronger. Once again, 33 villagers, 4 fishing ships, that's going to be 37 eco units, compared to 27 and 4 over here, that's going to be 31 eco units only for Vodka. So he struggled to keep the TC going, even. You can see that Vortix's economy is already starting to look significantly better compared to Vodka's. And for numbers over here, he's got 5 hogs, while Vodka's got only 4. So Vortix is looking very strong, guys. And I don't know if Vodka's gonna be able to take this one. Seems like chances are dwindling quite a bit. Is he taking deer even? No, he doesn't have professional scouts, so no. What is he doing? Is he really just relying on the fishing ships for food? That seems to be the case. Well, on paper, this should allow him to produce more hogs, right? But that's also the case for Vortix. He's also going to be diverting his entire economy to wood and gold. So it doesn't really seem like Vodka is getting any leads over here at all. You take a look at that, that's 7 hogs coming in here from Vortix compared to only 5 from Vodka. And I think this could very well be the last engagement, guys, because if Vodka ends up getting cleaned up over here, if he ends up losing the fishing ships, he's going to have no food income whatsoever. He's already been struggling big time to make ends meet. Vortix could definitely have taken a better trade over there, or yeah, you know, if he committed to it, but he's not going for it. Alright. Let's see. Oh boy. Vortix is trying to put pressure over here as well. Gets pushed away by Vodka. Yeah, this is not even close. It's not even close. Vodka's getting completely cleaned up over here. And I think he's giving up. He's not micro anymore. I think he's just giving up. If he does end up losing water, though, how does he come back into this game? He cannot. So he calls a GG. And Vortix does end up moving on to the round of 32. After a very intense game over here against Vodka, getting slowly but surely small leads, better trades. Overall, allowing him to get ahead. This is super important, by the way. Villager count, you can see over there. Vodka struggling to keep up with villager production. Oftentimes not producing at all. Meanwhile, we'll take a look at military count. We're going to see a higher amount of military for Vodka and the FLH. But when the engagements took place, Vortix did end up coming out on top. Very, very good micro for Vortix to set. He does end up securing the round of 64, so it's going to be the round of 32, so it's going to be moving on to the round of 16 already. Well played.